This has turned into a Bravo TV show.
It was from the whole time.
3 headlines within the last 24 hours.
Slade, Slayed. That's
Slade.
Bill Belichick now. That's the ex-wife in Nantucket. I think he's got to pick one or the other. Start a family with your 24-year-old girlfriend.
This is Bill Belichick in love.
It's just gone from like
I know.
funny to kind of sad for Bill Belichick. Like he's the butt of the joke.
We're seeing Bill Belichick as the heart of a teenager here. So just when, Chad, I'm thinking, when did we stop caring about Bill Belichick and Jordon Hudson? 3 headlines within the last 24 hours. You ready for these?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Number 1.
Okay, I'm writing these down.
Bill Belichick and Jordon Hudson make surprise Nantucket appearance after drama with his ex.
Okay.
We'll get to that. There is
The juicy one.
Jordon Hudson uses Bill Belichick's ex's delusional letter in Instagram war. And then there is this. Jordon Hudson allegedly played part in preventing top wrestler from enrolling at UNC. And one more.
Top wrestler?
Prevented top wrestler from enrolling in UNC.
All right.
Then there's this. Jordon Hudson reportedly pressuring 73-year-old Bill Belichick for a child.
Wow.
Here we go.
Yeah. You think she's looking at him like, Bill, you're going to be dead soon. We better start having kids right away. It's not my biological clock that's ticking. It's yours because you're going to die any day now.
This
you think
that
was the line?
Think about this. This has turned into a Bravo TV show.
It was from the whole time.
Well, but
Real Wives of Nantucket. I mean, this is
2 tears in a bucket.
Remember Real Housewives of Orange County, and it was Slade, and Slade like bounced from divorcee to divorcee, and then he had the really young girlfriend that he got married to. Slade, perfect play on words from Jonathan Hurd. Slade, Slade, Slayed. That's
Slade.
Bill Belichick now. That's the ex-wife in Nantucket. That's Jordon Hudson. That's their social circle. I want to watch this Bravo series. I'm all in on it. If it films, I'm going to be there on opening night, Hutton.
So they make a surprise appearance in Nantucket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is from page 6 with the 24-year-old Jordon Hudson back at it after the former Bridgewater State University cheerleader reportedly partied all night.
By the way, I love that that's in her bio. That it starts with the former Bridgewater State cheerleader. It's great.
An ex-NFL coach. They partied all night with festival attendees at the, I'm going to mess this up, Casino? I say it Casino because it's like Vanderbilt. Conce? I'm not sure. So they partied all night.
That's the name of the place they were at?
Yeah, that's where they had this festival they were attending. But also...
you can tell Hudson I don't spend a lot of time at the Vineyard or Nantucket.
No. There's also tension between he and his ex, Linda Holiday, I think is her name.
Mm-hmm.
So
Linda's from Middle Tennessee.
Yes.
She's from just west of Nashville.
So, of course there would be drama with the ex, but is there drama with Belichick or is it with Hudson? Because Bill's not going to talk to her.
Do you think the ex, that Bill goes to the ex, are those checks bouncing? That I'm giving you an alimony? Because if they're not, you could just go ahead and shut your yapper. Until those checks start bouncing, I'm going to need less yapping out of you.
Maybe paying him for all we know. You got Hudson uses Bill Belichick's ex's delusional letter in this Instagram post. She's into that, right? Just screenshotting stuff. Allegedly kept a wrestler from enrolling at UNC. This is peculiar. That would be my initial thought on this is she somehow knows him and doesn't want him around her, right? Okay. So North Carolina wrestling coach called me up and said, you've got a great team. You should get A.J. Ferrari. A.J. Ferrari is this dude's
Sounds
name.
made up.
And this podcast Mark Manning has. So anyway, I'm looking at this going, surely not. He's a transfer. He's around the same age. And he started his collegiate career at Oklahoma State. There you go.
A.J. Ferrari. Yep. He's now headed to Nebraska instead.
Oh, okay.
So from North Carolina.
He looks like
no
Eddie
North
Guerrero.
Carolina going to Nebraska.
Looks like Eddie Guerrero.
He does.
Anyway, I don't pretend to know the wrestling circuit for recruiting, but that's another headline with Jordon Hudson and UNC. And then finally, pressuring for a child. I just want to know Belichick's reaction as he sits there. He was like, I will put a son into you. Like, what does he do? What does he say?
I mean,
I will give you a son.
As someone, Hutton, who has ancestors in my family who had children very late in life, the one Francois von Schmidto,
yes,
it almost seems like cruel to the child. Like, right? Like, you're not, I don't know how long Bill Belichick has left to live, okay? I don't want to joke about his impending death or anything.
Same.
At 73, he could live to 100 for all I know. This child could be 25 years old and well into adulthood by the time the child's father passes away. I just feel like you're setting yourself up for a lack of parental success when you start having kids in your mid-70s. Like when the childhood starts with your dad in his mid-70s, that's a tough place to begin. Here's the other thing with this whole Belichick Jordon Hudson deal.
Yes.
I would have less of a problem with this if I felt like they were in on the joke. I don't think they are.
Well, he's definitely not.
I think they're living in one world, and every interview he does is way too self-serious about it to where they won't even talk about it. And then I see something like that photo where she's dressed as a mermaid, and Belichick's reeling her in or whatever it was, and I'm like, oh, they are in on the joke now. Like, this is funny. They're posting this on social media, but they're not.
Well,
so that makes that photo even more strange.
But that was months before everything
Here's the
went
photo
crazy.
that I'm talking about. Like, I initially
Halloween.
saw this, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. They got a sense of humor, at least, about a guy
Everyone
in
thought
his 70s
that, right?
with a woman who's 24.
I mean, it was weird, but I mean,
right? But
let's
I'm
face it. Like,
maybe they're a good match because they're both really funny. When I saw this, I don't think this is them being funny. I think this is their serious side.
This is Bill Belichick in love. This is Bill Belichick in love.
And she's in love, too.
I guess. I mean, again, like, if we're skeptical of it, it would be, I'm skeptical of her, not Bill. I think Belichick's in love.
If I'm Bill Belichick's employer, like if I'm a North Carolina football person associated with the university, I'm not going to begrudge someone's personal life and doing what they feel is right for themselves from a health standpoint, whatever. Hey, I'm in love with this person. I want to be with them. I'm no longer married, so we're together, so deal with it. That's fine. But it does feel like it gets to the point where you have to pick one or the other. Like at this stage in life, first-time college head coach, all of the noise surrounding your relationship with Jordon Hudson, I don't think that he can do both successfully.
Well,
be in a relationship with her, stay out of the limelight, be quiet, keep her quiet, and successfully coach North Carolina football the way a college program today needs to be run by a CEO who's in charge of NIL and transfer portal and everything else. You got to have a CEO mindset now more than ever. And I'm not seeing that from Bill Belichick right now.
Let's be honest about this as we look at hot dog legs together on social media. Number one, she wants a baby. Number two, he's 73. That means Jordon Hudson puts out and Bill Belichick can get it done. That's what this means. If I'm 73, I mean, what dude right now is it going like, yeah, I'd be flaunting the 24-year-old. I mean, props behind the scenes. I mean, it is a strange deal. It's strange. But what's weird to it is like the age gap, but also like her dad being there. You know, his son is there. It's all very strange when you consider the age difference. This dude, though, is smitten, and she's in charge. We knew that. UNC also knew that. They would have had to have known. And I thought also this was about book promotion because we haven't heard from them in a little while. And the book promotion kind of went away. The book, by the way,
has
The
not
Art of
done
Winning,
great.
So it debuted at number 5 on the New York Times bestsellers list. It's currently, as of recently, it was number 3,072 in all books. Number 1 in football books, number 1 in football coach books, and number 1 in football biography books. There you go. I don't know the other recent releases. But he's got a number 5 on the bestseller list. The audio book, I would imagine, is very humorous because it's Belichick reading and telling these stories. But again, I'm thinking there was a huge wave, everybody's in on it, and then there was a steep just drop off from what was trending with them. And now, here comes the child. Next off season.
I'm at a total loss for words. I
know.
Again, I think he's got to pick one or the other. Start a family with your 24-year-old girlfriend or coach North Carolina football. And I'd have a hard time if I'm running North Carolina If I'm Bubba Cunningham or whoever,
–
not thinking, dude, you've got to make a decision here. This has become such a distraction, and all it's going to take is a few losses. Like, they start the season poorly.
But they would do that
It's going
anyway,
to be
right?
a reflection, but it's because of this now.
Sure. Well,
before it was going to be a reflection of, the previous administration did not recruit great. I'm starting from scratch. I'm rebuilding in my image and all these things. Now it's going to be a reflection of your summer of love with 24-year-old Jordon Hudson and you guys trying to start a family together.
I'll go back to if someone just says, hey, at 73, what's the average age of death for American men? At 73.
I'm so morbid. I took it in this morbid direction, but we are.
No, I think this way too. And by the way, you're also going to get $30 million guaranteed that year to coach. That's also what happens. 77 is the average age of death for American men. Do women live longer or young? Or
they live longer.
Or they live to be 80 then?
They definitely live longer. I want to say like 81 for women, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So 77. I thought it was going to be less than that. I did. I thought it would be around 74. The average age for Canadian men, 81.
Yeah, in the U.S., 81.1. I nailed it. For women.
The UK for UK men, 82.
So if we're going by the average, Hutton, that means that Jordon Hudson has 57 years left on Earth.
Yes.
And Bill Belichick has 4.
And
she wants children with him.
Bill Belichick.
That's like her announcing, though, I don't want you around to raise the kids.
But no.
I want your gene pool as a great leader and a leader of men.
She wants the hoodie.
And then I want your money that's going to come in, but somebody else is going to raise this kid. My next husband will raise the children.
Yeah. But
that's basically what you're saying.
Well, that's also what he's saying.
But he hasn't agreed to do it yet that we know of. She's the one who wants the kids.
But I'm saying, like, we're seeing Bill Belichick as, I mean, he's clearly got the heart of a teenager here, so he can live to be Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro, 79, just had a kid.
He's had a few recently. I seriously think that he's
siring the world.
Yeah, he's got like a couple that are really young.
He is 79 years old when the child was born. So I don't know when this was. Last year, De Niro and his girlfriend Gia Chin, born April 6, 2023, 8 pounds 6 ounces. The actor did not publicly announce her arrival.
Crazy. I just think it's gone.
Belichick brings it out like Lion King.
It's just gone from like
I know.
funny to kind of sad for Bill Belichick. Like he's the butt of the joke.
But I don't think he's
a
happy.
punchline.
He's happy. We've seen the man happy.
I mean,
we really are.
There are a lot of people that do heroin that are happy too.
Yeah,
it doesn't make heroin good for you or your career or your legacy as a person.
A hot 24-year-old is not heroin.
Yeah, but like I think having a hot 24-year-old attracted to you and being single and scoring the hot 24-year-old if you're 73 is very cool.
Pacino.
I think like listening to her demands and starting a family with her and having her interrupt your interviews after you've won multiple Super Bowls, that's sad.
But I don't know if it's
now it's like it's become people laughing at him because you're letting her control your life.
Oh, well, that's the perception. He may be like, hey, I'd love to have a son.
I'd love to have a child with you.
Yeah, we could give all of my inheritance.
Can you see him with the rest of the family and his actual son, who's the heir apparent to North Carolina football's in the room?
How do they find?
And Jordan says, hold on, bear with me, Hen. They're in a family meeting. And Jordan's like, I just really want to have a child with you, Bill, and I'd really like to have a son. And Bill just looks at her straight in the eyes and says, yeah, I'd love to have my first son too. Disregarding his other son that's going to take over North Carolina football. You know, every other kid that I've had has been very disappointing, and I really want to have a son with you now. Knowing that, is it Steve Belichick?
Steve, yeah.
Steve Belichick is in line to take over the team?
He's going to be like, Steve, I will give to you UNC. He's in line to become the next UNC.
Do you think Steve has to raise the child when he's gone?
No,
is he going to be the Godfather? So he's going to be both little big brother and Godfather to this child?
What if Brady's the Godfather?
Oh my gosh! Keep Brady away from her.
Brady's too young.
If I'm
Brady's too young.
Gosh, Steve Belichick's the dad.
No,
I think it's
Steven. Yeah, I think it's Steven.
Steven Belichick.
I think so. Yeah, so Al Pacino, 83 when he had his kid.
Yeah, Stephen Belichick. Stephen Belichick Hutton is 38 years old.
Yep.
Could be a 40-year difference.
He's younger than us.
40-year separation in siblings.
Oh, big bro.
Incredible.
Here he is. Here's the 40-year-old difference.
Here's the brother/Godfather.
No, also, here's the gene pool that she's.
Yeah. Look at that mullet.
I know, man. Those are back in. They are.
Could argue that.
I mean,
that's true or not. It is in amongst like the young baseball playing crowd. All the kids at the park,
country music,
like young kids, they're sporting mullets now, playing baseball.
If you're Steven Belichick, aren't you thinking like, I'm 38 and it's 73, I'm going to be rocking?
Are you encouraging the relationship with your dad so you can more quickly take over?
Yeah, because he's
like succession, like
he's next in the
line. Yeah, man,
right.
I think Jordan's awesome, Dad. Great job, great score. When are we going back to Nantucket? Are we going to vacation there for the 4th? Let's go. Fireworks, some cold beer.
Oh, great.
Let's get after it with Jordan.
Great.
Can I be the godfather also of your child?
Great transition here because of the 4th and the holiday and America. The Godfather even factors into this if you wanted to. Binge America. The official Hot Mic Draft is next.